Assalamu alaikum everyone. I welcome you all in our week number 5, lecture number 2. Previously, we studied about fermentation process, about various microorganisms and biotechnology, about their uses. Today, we will study about single cell proteins. Yesterday, we studied about how we made penicillin from a large fermenter. Today, we will study about what are single cell proteins, what are their significances. Single cell proteins are a landmark that are produced and as a good product, good byproduct of a biotechnology. Single cell proteins are actually made from microorganisms using bacteria and yeast. We all know about bacteria, and yeast is a fungus, is a fungi. So most of the times, single cell proteins are made using yeast. So such food is, when I'm talking about such food, it means single cell proteins. So single cell proteins are so high in vitamins and in their protein content. You know why we actually eat meat or different kind of cereals and wheat and all that? Because we need a reasonable amount of protein in our body to grow in an effective way. So these single cell proteins provide a reasonable amount of vitamins, minerals, and protein, definitely. And you know what? For your growth, for your proper growth and an ambient growth of your body, you need a reasonable amount of protein on daily basis. So single cell proteins initially in 1988, it was first originated for the animal feed, because you know, when it comes to animals like cows and buffaloes, we use them in two ways. Either we take milk from them, either we take meat from them. So when it comes to making milk in the cows, they do need a lot of proteins. So we made single cell proteins as an animal feed, and there was a company, ICI, International Chemical Institution, this is kind of name. They made a synthetic protein which they named as protein, and they made this protein using some specific kind of bacteria, and I mean they used some small fermenters, and in those fermenters they made this kind of protein. But the problem was this process was extremely costly, and the farmers could not afford this protein for their cattle. So this process was stopped and halted till now. Today we have single cell proteins in our society, but not in Pakistan, because this is not supported well in Pakistan. They think that this food is from fungus and we are eating fungi, so this is not good. And so even we don't know we are eating mushrooms, and mushrooms are fungi. And so even though when it comes to single cell proteins in human food content, so far the scientists have made a phenomenal development in making the microproteins. Microproteins are made by Fusarium fungi. Fusarium is a fungus. An important thing, Fusarium is a commonly found fungus. So they use Fusarium to make microproteins. What are the advantages of having or eating single cell proteins in our food? They have a dull taste. And you know what? When it comes to meat, every meat have a dull taste. So we cook them in our appropriate way. We add different spices and salts and all that to make that dish eatable. So the dull taste is not a big problem. Second, a group of people. So we use large fermenters. What we actually do, the culture medium, when it comes to culture medium in penicillin, the culture medium was broth. But when it comes to making single cell proteins, the culture medium is glucose and mineral salts. It is basically, we testify that what kind of nutrition that particular bacteria or fungi need to grow. So we add glucose and minerals. And simple batch fermenter. Batch fermenter means when we were making penicillin, we have to clean the whole fermenter. We have to empty the whole fermenter, clean all the process, and then add again all the ingredients and all that. Furthermore, when it comes to continuous batch operation or continuous operation in this fermenter of 100 to 150,000 liters, we do not empty this fermenter. We took our product out, which is single cell proteins, microproteins. We took our product, the remaining medium is still there. We add, you will get a lot amount of questions, so many MCQs and long questions came from this topic. Last two things, mad cow disease and Jacob's disease. When I talk about animals do need proteins for better milk productions. So in past times, the farmers used to feed them a different kind of feed that were made from dead animals. So when they made food from dead animals, those dead animals contain specific kind of bacteria that was causing a mad cow disease, in which the cow gone mad. I mean, the cow start hitting, and it reduces its milk production. And when the same